Yeah, and?
Yo.
Hello. Shang,
Hey,
I'm just trying to explain, okay? If you're driving a
Okay.
black van, right, and somebody pulls up behind you and they go, hello, and then you keep driving, like, it's a huge indicator that you've got something in it that you don't want someone to steal. True or
Yep.
false?
That is true. A good life lesson in the city: never ever drive a black van around.
100%. I mean, I wasn't going to steal it anyway, but I'm saying, like, 9 out of 10 gangs would have shot for that, I feel like. Or would have tried to pit you into the wall or something.
Oh, is that what was going? I had no fucking clue what you were doing. I thought you were saying hello to us.
I was just following him saying hello for like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Going, hello. What's going on, guys? How is everything?
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm surprised to see the old Saints here. The Bowl is here. We got a fucking Manor here. We got everyone.
Why, what's
in the
going
POV
on?
Game. I don't know. They're doing some kind of survey.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe you want to go answer it. I haven't
Look,
actually haven't seen what it is yet.
I'm not gonna lie. I currently have about 40 different IDs on me.
For what?
For this one.
Yeah, I'm just at the block.
For this
Yeah,
one.
okay. At the White Tower. Goodbye.
This one.
Yeah, there's some young people in the city, man.
We're going to do an S boost, but just call if you need anything.
Why have I got so many? Oh, look at this one.
I see you.
Oh my god, is that Finn? Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Hey,
There's a party going on.
Well.
Oh, I thought you died.
Well.
I thought that you'd.
Well, no, I thought you died. I actually thought you died, actually, to be honest.
I thought you.
I
Fucking
thought,
died
you
on
know
your own
what?
fumes or
I
something.
thought, you know what? Finn's definitely died. I thought, there's no way he's not died. You know, I thought he's just
Nah.
dead. That's
Nothing's
it.
ever gonna kill me. You know me.
Hmm.
I'm too strong.
What's going on?
Fucking. I just woke up and I see you fellas hanging out here. What's the?
Oh no, I
haps?
was
Like,
chasing this
what's the
guy
party
driving a van, saying hello over and over again until he said hello back, and he didn't.
Oh,
I think he
who
thought I
in
was.
the van?
I don't know. I think he thought I was going to rob him or something.
Oh.
Mate, I'll be honest. You know what you should do? Right, the best thing, the most fun you'll have in the city, is if you go up to people and go, "Hello there," and they go, "Hello," and then you say, "Are you affiliated with anyone?" And then they go, "No," and then you go, "Well, and then you go, "Well, you know what's next," and then they just get in your car, and then you go, why are you in my car, you weirdo?
That's crazy.
It's so good. It's my favorite thing.
That's so fucked
I was
up.
at the
gotta do that
apartments the
tomorrow.
other day. I did it 4 times back to back.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's fun though. Like you hear like the pain in their voice because they've probably just been taken hostage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I rolled up on a Sunny worker the other day for a hostage, and I'm like, oh no, don't worry, I'm not gonna rob you. And they're like, oh, thank God. I'm like, yeah, get in the car. Like,
Oh, you're not being robbed, yeah. You just been a hostage.
yeah, it's just getting taken.
Actually, to be fair, like I think we were mid chase, right? I mean, one of the boys needed a car, so they robbed a Sani truck, like from somebody doing Sani, just to like try and rescue one of the boys. The person that owned the Sani truck hunted them down, hopped out in front of the cops while the cops were there, and sweeped them in the Sani truck in front of the cops.
No way.
Yeah.
They get shot for it.
No, they just drove off.
The cops just let them drive off.
Yep.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
if we did that, there'd have been like the entire like.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But it was. I mean, I don't think they probably let them, but apparently they got away. So, hey,
Oh,
crazy
man,
things.
Fucking John Rambo.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we don't steal his Sani truck, I guess.
I guess not.
Yeah, fucking hell, it is popping
Alright.
down here.
Yeah, so what you been doing to keep busy?
Well, Civ Gang kind of is put to sleep. I
I see you're in the blue now.
yeah, believe it or not, haha, I've gravitated towards the manor. Who would have ever thought that? Haha.
How? I didn't see that
Yeah.
one coming.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no. Let's be honest. Yeah, it was all. I just kind of, I didn't necessarily really want to or care about joining anything, but it makes sense, you know.
Yeah, especially if you got people around when you're waking
Well,
up.
I did 6 months of like pretty much being around on my own, so
Yeah.
and there's only so much you can do, you know. So
I feel
yeah.
that.
But here we are. How are you guys anyway now after all that? I suppose I don't really know what happened with you guys, to be honest, and I didn't really ask because I'm not really in the nicest possible way. I'm not really bothered, but I'll be honest. I was very scared. I was very surprised about Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm not like that one. Just really surprised me. I'll be honest.
I think he got demoted ages and ages ago, and he just never got back from that.
Right, yeah, no, that was real. I'll be honest. When this, I was like, no way. I thought he'd still be here. Like, I didn't think he would be the one of the ones that would have done that.
No, we literally found out. I mean, we had a chat with him after we shot him down, and that was the reason that he gave.
What? Because he got demoted?
Because of the way the demotion was handled by Ed, and he's another high command of ours, if you know him. But
yeah, you know Ed Burt.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
So Kelly was particularly upset with him about how he got demoted a year ago, and so he decided to join in on house heist. You know, trying to foundation wipe us.
I'm not. That's pretty. That's rancid.
Revenge.
It's a bit rancid. I ain't gonna lie.
Kelly was the most shocking one. 'Cause, I mean, with like the rest of them, I mean, Ivy, Sophie, Lovesick, whatever the fuck, you know, they're just ultimately unimportant. Kelly was the one who lived this fucking life. You know what?
But you also know what's crazy? How'd you be in a gang with somebody that's done that?
Yeah, once you know what happened.
You know
exactly.
Like,
and they're all,
they're
all like it's like a bunch of cheaters dating each other.
Yeah, no, that is. I wouldn't be able to like go. I wouldn't be able to go to sleep at night. So I'd have to like stay up all night watching my stash.
How could you trust them? How could you?
I'm telling you, I was at every single one of them patchings, and I can tell you that every single one of them fucking said that they would die in this cut.
What? Not only did they not die in the cut, they tried to take everything from the gang.
They tried to listen. If we didn't wake up during the house heist, because obviously they did it, like, I don't know, fucking 12 hours before everyone wakes up.
There's what they did it like fucking what?
They did it while no
they
one
did.
was around.
Mate,
Yo.
they did it about 5 hours
when,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did about 5 hours ago.
Like literally the dead hours, like
Oh
early
God.
EU.
I was about to say something then I realized it wasn't appropriate. You got like
the most degen, only the most degen wake
you
up.
got
there to do,
actually-
like,
Listen.
Yeah.
Dude, not only did they do that,
There was probably
they also
only-
blanked out for it.
Yeah, there was probably only me awake, and I was messing around with the other person that was awake, telling him to get in my trunk. That was probably it. That was literally it.
No, but get that they did it when there was no one around, like ever, and then they still had keys to everything, and they still blacked out like it was fucking SEAL Team 6 infiltrating the fucking Pentagon.
Well, they had
Bro, they
keys.
They could have just walked in the front door. They could have walked in the front door. They were like, no one would cuts and everything, and no one would care.
surely it would have been less sus if they just wore cuts and walked in. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, don't mind me, guys. My pockets are just full of guns. Don't mind me. Yeah.
Literally,
If they just said, I'm moving things because I'm redecorating, no one, like, people would have just been like, oh yeah, fair enough.
What? 3 months later, you guys? Yeah. Guys, is the decoration going to be finished?
Dude, I'm telling you, they planned this shit like they're fucking George Clooney in Ocean's 11. They were like trying to plan this ultimate heist, and part of the plan was, as long as no ADMC are awake, we should be good. That was like the #1 caveat. Like, it's fucking crazy. I'm telling you that they went to the.
I bet that was fun for everyone involved.
Every single thing. They took every single fucking thing, dude.
It was awesome.
I'll remember to. I will remember to do that.
They
Actually,
took storages.
that might be my new.
Every single storage and repair kits.
They took
It's
my mats.
crazy.
I bought like fucking 10,000 mats for the club.
That's
and
my
they took
new
all the fucking mats
that's my
as
new
well.
motto. Actually, I'm gonna try and do everything when there's the least people awake and to talk to. Actually, yeah, I don't want to talk to people anymore. So
These people were so afraid of consequences, they started a war with us to stop themselves from being blooded out as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What was their actual problem? Like, what was the actual problem? Like, what did they decide was what issue did they make up to do it, to justify what they done?
They didn't like. Well, they didn't like me. That was a pretty big one.
Oh.
They didn't like Barry. They didn't like the way Barry led the club. They didn't like that Barry wasn't around a lot. They didn't like the way that I shot a ex-prospect. Which, I mean, to be fair, I didn't really like the way I did that either, but it was deserved.
Yeah, but are you what rank is you? What rank are you?
I'm the second in command now. When that happened, I was like third in command.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, I mean, look, you could disagree with things. I don't think necessarily that it justifies leaving the club and foundation wiping them, but Like,
I'm
we'll
not
be
gonna
okay with
lie.
people disagreeing
Foundation
with
wiping
shit.
somebody in this time as well is rancid. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
It
it
is
was.
actually vile work.
I think most of us we took like a day to let it sink in and understand. Okay, we had these. Kinds
Did they
of
take
people in our
everything?
club.
Everything,
mate,
The only thing
everything.
they didn't take was the fucking walls, which, you know what? You know, fair play. They let us keep the walls.
Nah, did
but
they-
everything else,
What they
Literally
actually
everything.
took the furniture,
They
Yeah,
took the
they took
fucking
furniture.
lint out of our belly buttons, dude. They
Bro.
took everything.
like the
They took
chairs and
furniture,
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, they took
they
everything.
overturned the table.
Bro,
No, they
I'm try-
didn't. They didn't take
I'm
the
trying to
chairs.
I'm trying to tell you everything. They took everything, bro. Everything. Like, I don't know how else to word it to you.
They didn't take the table. They just flipped the table, but they did
Yeah,
take
they
like
flipped the table.
they did take like the gun racks and everything. And shit.
What do you think they flipped the table by accident while they were taking everything else?
I don't know. They were so mad about
Well,
it. They flipped the
they
table.
accidentally touched the table, didn't they, when they were trying to pull the crate out?
Yeah,
That's-
it's so
No, that's what
cool.
happened. Was it floating as well, the table?
No. It was you know, it was propped to the side. Like,
No, it was
careful.
definitely mid-air, wasn't it? Like, 'cause it
No. It was propped.
accidentally
They-
dragged it when they were
that's-
getting the large
that's
stash.
the thing. Whilst they were taking, like, whilst they were stealing our entire
Why is
fucking
this so
stash,
stupid, bro?
They took the time to flip the table and put it like sideways, kind of.
What, well blacked out?
Yes, well,
Shh, guys, we're flipping the table. Shh.
flipping the table was the most important part of the plan.
Dude, did anybody know they'd done it? Like, or did they even admit to it? Like, how did you find out? What happened to some?
The only reason we found out was because Tally over there, who's a fucking degen, was farming at the same time at like one of our places, and she was fucking farming, and they like, they tried to rob that place as well, and they held her up, and she's like, "Who the fuck is you?"
What,
And they're like, "No, if you're gonna rob me in my own fucking spot, like, take your fucking mask off. Who the fuck are you, pussies?" Because they had keys, so they just followed her inside.
What, they tried to rob the farming equipment?
Yes, they took the farming equipment.
No, they didn't take the
Yes,
sprinklers.
they did.
Did they take the carrots?
They fucking took it all.
They
bro.
didn't take the carrots.
They took it all. And so they held her up, and
No
she's
wonder
like,
I couldn't get any
"Fucking rub it
fucking
in, thank you."
vegetables. They stole
They're
me
like, "Fucking
carrots.
pussies, show me your fucking face." And then 2 of them showed their faces, and the rest of them that were there didn't.
Right, lovely.
There was like, I don't know, there was like 5 or 6 of them there at the time, but only 2 of them showed their faces, and the rest of them will show their faces when the time is right. And then like fucking 5 days later, after not seeing any of them, they decided to roll out on us and tried to fight us on the block for some reason.
So,
And
how,
then we
so
just
how many actually left?
8
Oh.
or 7.
What are they doing now? Because I've not heard anything. Well, they sat in the house with all the furniture.
They're hanging out in Vespucci at the house that I'm sure all of our stuff is.
What? They've just got one house with everything crammed in it.
Yeah, I think so.
Everything is just piled on top of each other. It's like an antique shop. You can
Well, it's a good thing they didn't take the table because that wouldn't have fit.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they have it all in one house, but it's 2 properties, so it's like either that one or 2 of them.
So what? They
But
invest.
we know that they keep some of the guns there.
I'll be honest. I don't. And this is. I do not mean this in a disrespectful way. But I don't believe I knew any of the ones that have left, apart from Kelly.
I mean, that's kind of the point that we were trying to raise with them. It's like, well,
Good
what
luck.
is the fucking deal here? Like,
Good
that's,
luck.
listen, if you're not known throughout the city, not that I would say I am or anything like that, but if you are not known throughout the city, this is gonna define you.
Well, if you're known as being a bunch of fucking rats, like I'll be honest, like
Yeah, like this is gonna fucking define
yo,
you.
I'm not gonna go
more,
and sell them some
so,
slicks without fucking a 6, which fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like,
They'll be,
it's just-
they'll be stealing the slicks, stealing my fucking wallet, taking my slicks off this car, the fucking turbo out of it. Fucking hell. Then they'll steal me keys, go to all my house, and fucking hell.
Yeah, bro. It's just, yeah. I mean, I tried to fucking warn them. Like, you're gonna be remembered as doing this. Like, this is what your name is gonna be
It's just a
worth.
bit
I
shit,
mean,
really, isn't it? Because you can't, like, I mean, what are, you guys can't even really do anything about it, can you? They didn't give you an
No,
opportunity to.
if they don't, you know, if they don't want to give anything back, that they just don't. It's just the way it is.
Some of the,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we can't kick down the door or something.
No.
Here's the thing. I
Nah,
said
this is
to
what you
them,
should
I
do. You
mean,
should
they
leave,
tried
Matt.
to keep,
Guys, I've got
tried
it.
to keep some of the properties.
You should
and I said-
leave, right? You should leave, black out,
Yeah.
go and join their gang, right? And then you'll think they're in the gang, and then when nobody's awake, you should black out,
That's a good idea.
Unlock the door.
When no one's awake is honestly
Steal
probably
everything
the
back.
best time to do
As
that.
long as no one is awake.
Yeah, just make sure beforehand, you know, just double check.
Oh, does anyone have any food? I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna run by Tally. Oh,
I-
you legend.
Yeah, no, they had.
Oh,
two
no,
of
that's the
our
keys.
Two of the apartments that they kept. Just by the way, one of the people that had the apartment woke up and said, "I have no fucking clue what's going on. I didn't know my apartment was going to be used as leverage in a war." Just slimy as fuck. Just to put shit into perspective. But the other one, dude, they had an apartment, and she was like, "Well, if you guys don't play by the rules in the war, then I guess I'll just put it up on the open market. I'll just sell it to someone random."
Who
What
did
the hell
you?
does that mean? What do you mean not playing by the
Play
rules?
by the rules, yeah. 'Cause,
What
dude,
playing by
dude,
the
just
rules?
listen,
Wait,
just listen.
I didn't know about
She said
that.
this
What
to
the
me.
fuck?
She said this to me after Lovesick and Sophie rolled up on me, fucking in that white Buffalo, one of the Lovesick's recognizable car,
Did Lovesick
and they
leave?
got upset. Yeah, Lovesick did. He was a prospect. Like, I'll hang around.
I haven't seen him in a million years, to be honest.
He was barely around.
I mean, he was a
Wait,
cop.
He
so what
woke
the
up.
fuck did they think was unfair?
So I drove from the Vespucci house to past Lovesick's warehouse, checking for cars out the front. Lovesick pulls out the driveway, starts chasing me. I pull over, tell them to pull over. They drive past. I gun them both down, and they say, "Oh, okay, well, sure. If we're gonna be driving around each other's properties looking for people to pick up, well, that's not fair."
What?
Yeah. So
Have
I said,
they ever been to
"Motherfucker."
war? No, they haven't.
I said,
Neither of them
"Motherfucker,
have
what do
really
you
been to war
what do you
before, so that
expect? What do
tracks,
you
actually.
expect to happen on the first day of the war when you
What?
declared war?"
Were you at
Where
war?
were
Were you
you?
at war and they complaining that you shot them?
So they were at war. They were complaining that I did it when I wasn't in the 6th, whatever. So I'll fucking send it for myself. I don't give a shit.
What?
No, you have to be in a documented 6, best
Yeah, I
of
don't
5.
know. I
Okay.
don't actually.
What do you think
don't
this
know
is?
they
What
were
do you think
upset
this is, Shang? How dare you?
about. Yeah. If you
Guys,
got
we
your
don't
5 friends.
intrude.
Well,
Hey.
actually, but
Uh,
once you guys are done, if you guys don't mind, come and talk to us. We have a quick survey for you guys, okay?
Yeah, we'll do a survey. For
No,
sure.
no, we'll not ever. Nobody likes you anymore since you left the Saints. Okay.
Okay, well.
Did you leave the Saints
He's
or
answered
did the
one of the
Saints disband
questions.
first?
I'm
The
joking.
Saints disbanded.
No,
Okay,
no.
alright,
Evan,
yeah,
Evan
he's
left.
definitely-
Yeah, so you can say you were there to the end, though.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Evan
man.
left. You ruined everything.
Gang hopping.
Evan ruined my gang.
Yeah, so anyways, you just got a fucking huge ass 3-week update. This all happened in the last like 3 weeks.
Bro, I can't believe they got pressed about you driving past their property,
Bro,
seeing
Finn, it
their
wasn't even
car.
the first time.
There's
It
no
wasn't even the
way.
first time they brought it up, bro.
There's
so,
no way.
So listen, Sean and his fucking chihuahuas. So of course, you know me.
Bro, okay,
I'll
just to
fucking,
put
I'll
this in
fucking,
perspective, my first war was with the fucking Marabunta Grande,
and they
I
probably
had to
fucking
spend
washed the door,
eight
right?
hours a fucking day with them on our roofs where I couldn't wake up at the fucking billabong because they were on our fucking roofs because they woke up before us. So
Bro,
we had to, you
The
know,
CG
wake
war,
up
the
somewhere
CG
else.
war, we literally had Mr. K standing like this outside the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It's the way it is sometimes.
What are they
Imagine telling
talking about?
Mr.
Hang on.
Hey,
So,
dude,
who
come on,
was
play by
the?
rules,
So
bro.
there must have been, right? Obviously, all this has happened, but there must have been like one ringleader that's convinced them all it was a good idea. Who was it?
Yeah, so it's Sean. Who,
It was Sean, the 2AC.
apparently he was the second in command of ADMC till I took his spawn after I shot him in the fucking head. So he decided after the shootout, because you know me, I'll send it by myself if I have to. So me and Nana were like, okay, let's go fuck these cunts up because we saw 4 of them were around. Send it on them, shoot them all down. Cops come in, Nana's washed, tries to drive away. She could work on her driving a little bit, gets sent up to prison. And guess who arrives at the prison, completely blacked out by the way, rifles in hand, to pick Nana and I up from prison?
Who?
Well, Sean McQuillan and his merry band of cocksuckers. Coming to pick someone
Oh.
up from prison as they get out, because
Oh.
that's his idea of getting that win.
Oh.
And he said, "Oh well, if this is just gonna be something where we're just watching the doors of our enemies, then whatever, man. I don't want to take part."
You know what? We should have
It's
just been watching the
war.
doors of our properties
It's
before they
war.
took everything with no way of getting it back. We should have done that.
It's fucking war. It blew my mind, dude. I was saying, how do you think you started the war? You were at our block. Were you not watching the doors to our block when they shot at me as I walked out of the fortress? That's how it
dear.
started. They attacked us, and I walked out the fortress getting shot at.
How lovely.
no, it's-
well, it
it's
sounds
fucking
it
crazy.
sounds like you guys have had a few wild few weeks actually.
Oh, it's been pretty good. I mean, eventually they gave up. So
What they
Money took the-
they gave
they
up the wall.
conceded. Yeah,
Oh, did they not
Yeah.
start it?
they did start it, and then they said we can't handle Shang anymore.
Oh,
It's over.
oh well, looks to be them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I wonder what this survey's about. I'm curious.
Oh man,
That's gonna take part.
favorite gang survey.
Favorite gang.
Most controversial member in every gang.
Hey
Hello,
guys,
gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are we doing?
I want to say thank you so much for taking your time with us. We
They
normally
haven't,
give free
they haven't
food,
started yet.
but we're kind
guys,
of out
what
of
guy?
free food.
I gotta start. Well, what the fuck are you guys doing? Are you okay? Are you guys okay? I'm gonna ask you.
We're taking a survey, brother. We're taking a survey.
Yeah, I'm asking
pay
you.
like
If,
20
I'm
cents a
asking if you
survey,
guys are
it's
okay because you've been in a gang. You're in a
mentally,
gang
no.
2 days ago, and now you're doing surveys.
Yeah, so I can't remember who I found you at the block, but someone came and he said, "Man," he was like sitting on the railing. He's like, "Man, the worst thing I ever did was tell us to move out of Azteca block." And I was like, "Hello."
Hmm.
But
Speaking
yeah,
of,
that
have you
was
ever
a
heard,
terrible
have you ever
decision.
heard
I had
our
a-
song about Azteca Block?
No.
no.
Okay, well, one
You've
of
never
these
heard the
days,
song?
I'll make sure to send it
Seemed
your
like
way.
a nice
Okay,
guy.
we made a song when we reside in this block, so I
Okay.
think it's something maybe I should pass down to you guys since we're no longer part of a gang. So, but anyways, real quick, just so you guys know, there's gonna be 3 quick questions. It's just kind of to figure out what to do
3?
with our lives. 4 maybe. The first one is, of course, it's very simple. Do you guys know this? Do you guys know who the Saints were?
No
Do you
idea.
guys know that?
Kind of. I mean, I knew 1 or 2 of you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
I know every single
like
one.
saying that-
Mary.
I know
She's my favorite
Denzel was,
They were
was
like
asking
my-
Cassie to please recruit him before he joined the
Yeah,
Mountain.
they were like my
So-
they were like my kids. You know, the Saints were like, and I'm really upset now. I've lost them all.
It's very it's a sad time, but you know, it sounds like you guys already know about question 2. Of course, it was, you know, you guys know that the Saints got disbanded, and it seems like you guys already know that. So I'm gonna skip that one. But the third one, and then we have a 4th one, are very simple and actually what we're here for.
Right.
And the biggest thing is that we are trying to figure out if you guys think, or people of Los Santos think, that now that we're no longer part of the Saints, we will be more liked, us as individuals. What do you guys think?
Depends.
You, as an individual.
Or is being a member of the Saints like a stain that's gonna be?
I think
Yeah.
being a
for the rest
member
your
of any
life?
gang is honestly a stain, depending on who you're talking to.
Well, you say that, but hey, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be
Hey, look,
honest.
I
You know,
love Denzel, and he was in BSK.
yeah, you're talking to an expert in this topic, okay?
Well, that's true.
I went from
Oh,
BSK to the Mandem, so anything's possible.
Okay, all right.
Okay, do you guys have any house heists under your belt? This is a very important question.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good question.
for
Did
the
anyone from the
likability-
Saints? Did anyone from the Saints Foundation wipe you guys as you disbanded?
Fully blacked out while
Fortunately,
nobody
We're
was
very
awake.
tempted.
Yeah.
Very
Fortunately
tempted.
for us, people were tempted, but everybody's kind of like, you know, kind of close friends, so they didn't do it.
Yeah,
The-
it's a
the
very important
Saints
question. 'cause your
disbanding,
likability
you
is
know, it was
dependent-
it was on good terms, you know.
It was on good terms, yes.
Right.
So nobody decided to do any.
Okay,
house heists.
I have a question. If you did
course.
ever decide to house heist, would you do it when nobody was around, but blacked out with keys to all the properties that you're going to be stealing from?
Or
As
what?
somebody that counted
Also
a bankrupt
calling in
blacked
help
out
from
an hour
another
after
gang.
disbanding. Oh yeah, absolutely not.
They could have walked in naked. They literally
I
could have
don't
walked in
think
naked.
I don't think calling for help from another gang will be something we'll be doing, but you know,
Hang on, I've just thought
I
about
also
it.
don't think any other gang would voluntarily help us.
yeah, that is.
I've
very
actually just thought what actually happened to you is even more rancid than I originally thought, because like you could be like they were like actively like holding Tally up while stripping the furniture out of the house. That's
Oh, this
that's
is all
actually,
news to me.
that's actually insane.
Yeah.
That is,
true. This is information that I didn't get before, so.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I've just thought about that. Yeah. I hope they're all okay. I'll be honest. That is a very brave thing to do. Not sure I would like.
We heard of the heist. We didn't know about the whole circumstances.
the
of it,
details.
Well, listen. Jacob Cass told me once that Sean McQuillan is gonna snake the fuck out of ADMC one day, and I told him straight to his face, I doubt it, but you know what will the future hold? Because I was trying to be nice.
So
to
Sean
him.
isn't with. Yeah,
Sean's
I
the one
don't.
who orchestrated it.
Unfortunately,
the
my
fucking
nose is,
ringleader.
Okay. Oh, so I can like ADMC a bit more now.
Yeah, so Jacob
I was gonna say,
actually came
Jacob
down
was
after he
right.
heard everything, gave
It's
me
the
a
whole
big
reason
machine
why
gun
I
and
hated
said,
you
yeah, that's
guys.
most of us liked you guys. It
Dude,
was just
it's-
Sean that was.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah,
wild to
Sean
look
that
back and be
caused
like,
the whole
no.
Hydra war.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He went straight
Yeah.
to Flippy,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
also club ordered us to not say anything about it.
Oh no, I mean, we knew because he was the only person in the clothing store at the time, so it was a bit like, oh no, that wasn't a great secret,
Memories,
you know what I mean?
memories,
But
memories.
anyway,
Back
enough
in
of
the
the old
day, man.
times, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then another question, of course, to this beautiful survey. From the people that you guys know from the Saints, you know, if you don't know all of them, it's fine. But who do you think was the villain of our group?
Cassie.
Okay. Okay.
She's from South Africa. I don't trust anyone from South Africa.
Fair
That's
enough.
honestly fair.
Yeah. I just
enough.
I don't know. There's something about South Africans, man. They're just
That's a-
villains, really.
Finley, would you
Yeah.
agree with Cassie? on
Actually,
that then?
no, I don't like. Actually, I liked everybody in the Saints until the other day.
And what happened? You didn't like them
I
anymore?
came down to the no, it was just this one person. I don't remember who it was.
Oh,
I
okay.
came down to the block, and I was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And then somebody started shooting Cassie.
Oh, that's Ashley Marshall. Ashley Marshall.
Yeah.
Ashley Marshall.
And then I came down, yeah, trying to be nice, like I always was, right? And one of the members of the Saints was horrible to me.
Got you.
Definitely Ashley
And I
Marshall.
don't know who it
Yeah,
was.
definitely
They
Ashley
said I
Marshall,
can't really
probably.
remember what they said to me.
Did it sound British?
Maybe, yeah. Like it was like they'd not liked me for a long time and they just wanted to get it off the chest. But they didn't tell me when they were in the Saints, because they didn't want to get the whole gang smoked.
Understandable.
I'll change my favorite member.
But
of
I'm
the
not
Saints
like
to
that, you
whoever
know?
he hates the most.
I think
Ashley Marshall.
I think the
Wait,
Wait,
villain.
who was your
Yeah.
favorite member?
I guess my favorite member is Ashley Marshall now.
My favorite member is Louise.
Ew, you do not want that.
Wait, we're doing favorite member or most?
Yeah,
like,
Louis-
hater?
I thought
Louis-
we were doing villains.
Okay, what did
Yeah,
I say
we're
for
still
the
villains.
Wait, what did I say for the villain? I can't remember.
Cassie Miller.
Cassie Miller.
Louise is my
She's a Shang?
favorite.
Shang?
Well, Louise is not. Louise
No,
left the game.
no,
before
guys.
we got
Louise left the
disbanded,
gang
so-
before
No, I don't
disbanded, so
think
she's
it. I
not
don't
considered
think
a
it
Saints
counts.
member
I don't think
anymore.
it counts,
no,
guys.
it counts. No, it counts.
No,
She is
no,
not,
I don't think
she's
it-
not someone you can
Come on.
choose.
There's like a cool, like there's like a surely like a cooldown, you know.
No. She decided to leave
So,
before we
so
disbanded.
if she would
she's
have
not a part of the
waited, if
Saints
she would have
anymore.
waited 2 days to leave, she could have got away for free. Is what you're telling me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's fucking awful.
But
But why'd she
she's a dumb bitch
leave?
and wanted to leave for
After
a
all-
guy.
Fucking
Leave
hell.
after a
She could have got
That's
a
right.
free transfer with no hatred attached. You know what I mean?
Hey, relationships get you killed, dog.
Yeah.
That's the way of the world.
Hey man,
Fuck.
you go down with the ship.
He
dude.
literally
That's
shot
simple
her
as
and he
that.
almost killed her. And then she still left the gang for him, so no.
Did she black out and then go to one of the houses and take all the stuff out?
And hold up one of your own members while doing it.
Yep. Did that happen or not?
And then hide for like
No,
a week
no,
after
she
it
didn't.
happened.
Because
She
if
didn't.
she did, I've got the perfect gang for her.
Yeah, the Chihuahuas
Fortunately
are
enough,
hiring.
our cuck Cassie Miller.
Cook?
You're a
What?
cock?
What the
A
fuck?
cuck. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You guys don't know the hierarchy of the Saints. We had, you know, the leader, the command, and then the command under command, which was
Okay.
shortened to cuck, and Cassie Miller was a cuck.
You know,
So,
we were nearly the kings of chaos. We were nearly cock MC.
Well,
That would've been
she
pretty
took her
good.
keys out before, as soon as she blooded out Louise. She took her keys, so Louise couldn't house heist us. You know.
See, we didn't even get the chance to do that.
Why
No,
did?
we,
I
uh,
didn't even
just
know
did
they were
it.
gonna get house heisted.
Dude, we got told that apparently made sure that nobody else from ADMC was awake. They surprisingly ran into Tally as a fucking DJ.
Did,
and
no,
came
right, hang on,
on
Shang.
at
I
all
need to
times
ask
of
the
day.
question. I need to ask the question.
Yeah.
The not nobody awake thing is something you guys are saying like ironically, right? Nobody actually said that.
No, they did. No, they did.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You
It's
gotta-
awesome.
you
I
gotta
love
love
being able to counter Foundation one.
No, they They should have admitted to it.
What? So somebody. No, never mind. Anyway, carry on.
Listen, they would have carried on. They would have stripped even more of the fucking furniture if they were found out. So that was the whole plan.
What? So you're telling me you'd have you'd have had no walls?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, Dex fucking called me. It was like, oh, first time.
No, Rod called me and he was like, "Yeah, sucks, man."
It's like, oh, Pigeon was like,
feel for
yeah,
ya."
dude, don't worry about it. You'll get through this shit.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could have been there because it would have just been so just like a fly on the wall, you know?
Yeah.
Adding 2 more questions for you guys, of course. You know,
Was this? Yeah, sorry.
what do you guys think is our next step for us to, you know, successfully continue our life here in Los Santos?
I
after
have an
leaving
idea.
again?
Lil, what's good, man? That was good, bro.
Pick up a wrench and work at Milton's Mods, #1 mechanic shop,
okay.
all of Los Santos. Biggest, best, highest grossing, biggest
Hold on
income.
now, look our project are. Hold on now, Finley.
No, hold on. He asked for a plan of his next steps. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, the
yeah,
path to success.
exactly.
on the
Cassie, please
path
don't
to-
interrupt.
Yeah, Cassie, don't interrupt, please.
To burning up like a match in the night. You want to be like a big jet engine.
Got you. And I have a question for Denzel, because I believe both of you have always kind of been in the same group. You know, as a former gang member and potentially, you know, still a criminal, what do you think the best chance is to, you know, maybe move on and find a new gang or even just find a new group, you know?
What do you mean the best chance?
Like, what do you think is the best way to go about it?
Well, if you've ever been like horrible to anybody during a war, you're pretty much fucked. You'll never join that gang.
Yeah. Okay.
No besties for you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been horrible to them, I wouldn't even look that way. I'll be honest, I've heard Exodus are recruiting at the moment. They've been getting absolutely smoked, apparently.
Do you think it should be a thing of going to their block and be like, yo, I'm looking for a
I mean, it depends who you are. I'll be honest, I did that for Mana and it worked, but that's because I know them. And, yeah, there's a lot of history. And to be honest, to be fair, I'd probably do it to any gang, but I'm a bit different to other people. Some people take me seriously, other people don't. You know, the next thing you know, I'm in your gang. So, here we are. I don't know. Just see where you fit.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, if you're gonna be a criminal, you probably will have to be in a gang. Because if not, you're gonna have a very shit existence. If I'm honest.
Yes, we were saying that
Don't worry,
you know,
we're
friend
getting-
groups
we're-
aren't a great thing apparently.
Well, you can have a friend group, but it won't stop you getting like gang banged at every single thing that you try and do as a friend group by gangs.
Apparently,
no,
we're not allowed to count a bank truck as a fan group, as for future Hendrik says. So
Why?
we're kind of trying to figure it out.
We're
Because we're
not
not a
gonna
gang
question,
anymore,
you know.
apparently, so we're not allowed to counter bank trucks. He said.
Oh, shit.
It's tough on the streets, you know what I'm saying?
It's tough on
Well, I
us.
mean, you
And
gotta
of
carry on
course,
your
guys,
gang license, man.
last question before we head out of here and leave you to it.
Wait,
you
you didn't
guys-
ask me the question. I was gonna say North Saints and
Oh.
South Saints. Any chance of that happening?
Yeah, when's the Polito chapter
yeah.
of the Saints open?
Zero chance of happening.
You know what? And the good thing about that is, right? Like, because you secretly still work together. What you could do if a war broke out with like somebody versus the North Saints, the South Saints could accidentally kill some of them like mid-fight, and then you would always be like way better off. You know?
Yeah, that could be work. Could work actually.
Mhm.
It's North Saints and South Saints, but we work together in a war. And
By
we do
accident.
jobs
By
together and
accident,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, no, but it's
Yeah.
By
accidentally.
accident, by accident,
Yeah.
of course.
It's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. He ran in front of me while I was shooting him.
Mm.
I mean, I can't help that.
They were on my side of the street.
Exactly.
It'll be
Get
some
off.
typical
They
Saints up
crossed
to
the
their
street.
same old tricks.
Classic. All right. Now we can.
And last question for you
get the
guys
last question.
before we
Yeah.
get out of here, because we have to go to the Manor block next, and that's gonna be interesting. We might get shot. Who knows? Are you guys interested in any properties in the Foreign Drive?
Yes.
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 Hey.
One. I just want a single
about you?
house.
Okay. What about you two guys?
I have no money to buy a property.
Yeah, I'd be down for a property. It depends on which one it is.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, we're just gathering kind of like interest from people, to see
Yeah,
who we
shit,
can
I'll take one.
communicate for the future
No.
and maybe sell or auction.
Saint owes me a fucking house on Forum Drive. I
Alright,
asked him
alright,
for a
sounds
house
good.
on
Yeah,
Forum
note
Drive
that down.
12 months ago. See, the Saints would still be a gang today if Saint would have let me buy a house and have that second satellite.
I mean, the Saints probably will still be a thing if our leader Saint will actually wake up.
Yeah,
and
well,
not
if I was
bang
on the
our
block,
cops.
No, I don't
if
know about that one.
if I was on the block, he would have woke up.
I think
Fair
that
enough,
I think
fair
that
enough.
Saints would still be around if you know
You know
George
what?
and Evan were still in lead instead of
I
just
think
saying.
the real
Person.
downfall of the Saints was banging cops. All right, that's.
Let me know that one down. That's a good one.
Who
That's
was
I
a
it?
think
good
that's.
one.
That is a
I
good
think
one, that
that
is a
might
good
be
one.
where it went wrong.
Hey, Anglefin, how come
Well-
you've not said that while Cassie was here?
Because I only just thought about it.
No,
I
right,
work
get
on,
it back,
Well,
get
that
it
was
back.
Brain
a-
is
that
on
was a
airplane
big-
mode.
Get it back.
There was a big problem about that. I don't know if you guys remember, but even ADMC was kind of like a part of it for a little bit. But we had like a huge war with cops like maybe 6-7 months, 8 months ago, and
Yeah, the big
us the
South
same.
Side thing. Like
What
the
did
cops
you
in
wa-
South
did
Side
you war
thing.
them that much that you fell in love?
Oh no, we wore them
No.
enough that they wanted to have a political marriage to kind of calm down the situation, and we
And you gave him a big
traded,
kiss.
We traded Cassie for 4 goats and 3 cows to Ventura, and then Ventura's daughter Jenna fell in love with our leader Saint, and then they started dating. So it was kind of like a whole
Yeah, we had a
political
nice
thing.
red wedding planned, and then it got ruined.
It got ruined by love, apparently.
See, I orchestrated a political
for
marriage
business.
between Edbird and Fiona while she was in Hades, and then she left Hades.
Yeah, so
Perez just got really mad at us for like.
somebody married one of my
Jeez.
gang members to the leader of Hydra, and then they left the gang and joined Hydra.
Yeah, that's how it always happens.
Fantastic.
When
So what I'm
when
hearing
love
is
comes in,
Cassie Miller to the BCSO.
Oh no, and then the other member did leave the gang after that and joined the BCSO with her BCSO boyfriend too.
Oh my goodness. The
That's
relationship
it.
stuff is crazy.
That
I
was
mean,
Saints, honestly.
BCSL is the biggest gang for a reason, boys. It's I think that they do this kind of thing on purpose. You know what I mean? They send the cops on instead of shooting at the crims. They just be like, yeah, go fall in love with them.
Yeah,
Go on,
exactly.
go
And
fall
then
in
they-
love
and then
with
they
them.
ruin gangs.
Yeah, yeah. Then you don't hear, but you hear about it every day for the next like 3 fucking years.
Honestly, I mean, you got to give them credit. BCSO managed to take out the Saints. It's
It's when
pretty
people thought-
impressive.
when
They
people thought that
infiltrated
BCSO
you
was a part of the
guys.
Saints. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, you know, we really appreciate it.
Really
Hit me up
appreciate
for
it.
that. Hit me up for that house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're on the
100%.
you're in the
We have
interest
everybody's
list.
numbers, so-
I'll be letting
Okay.
everyone know.
Sweet
Perfect.
guys,
With you,
thank you.
Denzel.
Wish us luck with the man
Cheers.
block. We might get shot.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
good
luck.
luck. I'll check you boys later.